We need in every community a group of angelic troublemakers.
My name is Robert Martin Seda-Schreiber. I'm the chief activist at the Bayard Rustin Center for Social Justice. We are a community activist center, an educational bridge, and a safe space for our LGBTQIA youth, our intersectional families, and all our beautifully diverse communities. We carry on our good works and our angelic troublemaking in the name of Bayard Rustin, and we are thrilled and honored tonight to be joined by Ms. Louise Jones, a retired school teacher who hails from Memphis, Tennessee, was married for 54 years to the love of her life, Daniel Jones, and has been a dedicated member of her community and being of service for over 97 years now. She was president in 1947 at Black Mountain College in North Carolina, which was the only safe haven for Bayard after he had been beaten during the Journey of Reconciliation, also known as the First Freedom Ride. Now she will share her story with us. Thank you, Louise, so much for being with us in virtual communion. And if you would share with our community what you had witnessed that day. It was a day in April, and you were a student at Black Mountain. Is that correct?
Yes, right. In Black Mountain College, we were told everyone to come up on the campus around the pool to see these gentlemen who had been beaten and blood ran out of their noses. Just real, I never saw. Well, my daddy used to kill the hogs. I used to see that blood run like that. So that blood was running out of their noses, and one of them spoke. I don't remember which was first, but he spoke and said, "Oh, we're so thankful to be here because this is the only place in Carolina where we could find a place to rest." We had been beaten down in the city, and somebody brought them up in a car, I think. When we saw them, though, they were standing there bleeding, and they were thankful, and it was tears. Well, it was a sad day, but that's what and they were thankful to be able to find a place to rest, because they said the only place in Carolina where they would let them rest, because they were Black and white. And these people didn't want Black and white people to rest or sleep in the hotels together. Nor did they want them to ride the bus. They wanted the Black folk to go to the back of the bus, white folk come to the front. And when they mixed up, they got beaten by the policemen. And luckily, they didn't beat all of us to death, but somehow we made it. It was very emotional, as I remember. And even now, I get a feeling of why so much meanness. But I think it started there, and then they started going down into the little towns and telling the people to vote. That was like, it's a wonderful example that I'm even here, because I went down there and obeyed the people, trying to help them to get the opportunity to vote. It was really something.
So was a lot of that inspired by seeing Bayard and the fact that he had been beaten in that way, and also the relationship of him and the Black and the white folks that were joined together, which was the first Freedom Ride. This was the first time that this type of protest was used. When Bayard came and sat in the front of the bus, that was really the first time that someone had done that a person of color had taken that incredibly strong and powerful, not just a gesture, but action. And you saw the aftermath of that almost immediately.
Right. Yeah, no, like I said, I never read anything like that. Now, we had never, of course, seen anything like that. But after that, others followed, as I remember, all down south. Ship. But that was the first time ever even heard, or and everyone admired him so much, because of the courage that it took to do that.
After they showed up and they were given this safe haven on campus at Black Mountain after being beaten, the first Freedom Ride, the Journey of Reconciliation, did they stay there for the night? Did they have that respite there?
That was the only place that they said that they found that would let them. They stayed. I don't know how many days, but that safety was there, and then it began to go down. People began to go down south.
And what did it mean to you when you witnessed Bayard? He had just been beaten, and what he was standing up for, and then the fact that the campus allowed him that safe haven. What did that mean for you personally, and how did that maybe inspire you to do further good works?
That's true. Yeah, when I came back to Memphis. I joined all those groups that were helping. Uh, you see, I was a social studies major, and I joined the groups that uh, raised money to help, like NAACP and Lemoyne College. They had these. It's all the various sororities. I was a member of sororities that helped to give. Also, the Democratic Party at that time was very kind and trying to get something going in the way of desegregation. It was not acceptable. And also, the Republican, it was a mixture, as I remember, and we would raise money and help teach the people get out and vote, and it was really different staying home.
Hope.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you so much for sharing your story today. It means so much to our community, and we are honored to have you be here and share it with us. And we hope that we can continue this conversation. You have done incredible things, that you were inspired by Bayard back in 1947 during this pivotal moment in history. And, I know that in your classroom, you must have made so much difference to your students all those years. And thank you so much for doing all that you've done. And I want to give a shout out to your daughter, Madeline, who put us in touch and coordinated this with us. We look forward to having you back and telling more stories. But in the meanwhile, much love and respect. And thank you so much for all you've done.
Thank you, because I've been pretty sick, and Madeline and her husband have been so helpful. And bless you. May your work continue.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I should let the grandbaby say, BYE.